Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome to my channel. I want to talk a little bit about views, which is kind of interesting. Views on my channel. Now, to be perfectly fair, I teach an online driver's ed class to the whole state of Idaho, so I get quite a few views because of that, and that they have to, right? So that's really not a fair way to judge. Hey, I'm getting all these views because they have to to pass the class. So, but my highest video is called 10 Ways to Become an Exceptional Driver, and it's received 3,819 views. And it's been online since February of 2021, and right now it is June of 2022, so about a half a year. And I look at my rankings of videos, and they're pretty much all driver's ed videos, which makes sense. The ones that are up there in the thousands. And so I've got the first, first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first top 6 videos are all driver's ed videos. But what's interesting to me is that my top video that's not required to watch is me building a model car. It's the 1970 Plymouth Cuda model. And the video is not even that great. I noticed that some of the pictures I took, I didn't resize them, so you can't even see the whole car in some of the shots, which is really kind of a bummer. I've learned a lot since then. And that was almost exactly a year ago from now. So I've got 1,690 views in a year, a little over a year. Still not, I'm not competing for any awards for views. I'm not never after views. Not my intention. Most of these I shoot for myself and for my students, my small number of students in my tech classes where I teach. But as I looked at this, I found it interesting that 1,600 people have watched the video of building this model, and that tells me that that's a fairly popular topic, and that's kind of cool. It's one of my hobbies that I don't get around to very often. I might build 1 or 2 models a year. I should do more, but that's just kind of how it works. And then the next one is a driver's ed video. The next one's a driver's ed video. Next one's a driver's ed video. The next one's a driver's ed video. And then I hit another model building video, the Revell Foose FD100 truck, which was a cool build. It was a great model, and just over 1,000 views since March of 2021. So I just find that interesting that if I was going for views, it looks like I should be building more models. But that's just not my thing, but it tells you what people are looking and what they're finding. And then after another driver's ed video, how to design a roof truss in SketchUp. Now, I am no expert. I've just used SketchUp a lot. In fact, that made me nervous when I looked at that. 944 people. Those are not all my students, obviously. It's been published since 2020, so a couple of years. So maybe a couple dozen of those are my students watching that as they learn to design. But I find that interesting. It also tells you that you need to be careful what you video and what you upload if they're supposed to be educational. If I was going to go for views completely, I probably would go, dress in a crazy costume and go surf on top of a donkey that was on top of a trailer as I go flying off and hit my head on a tree and roll down into a ditch and almost drowned. And then, those are the videos that get, views, and that's just not my style. So I'm not going to do any of that stuff anytime soon. My next, after that, is a video of me. It's 25-minute video of me building the highlights of me building the Disney Castle. It's a Lego kit, and in this case a Lepin kit, which is a off-brand Lego. And again, almost 1,000 views on that. That's pretty interesting as well. Then driver's ed, and then a dragster race at River Glen, just over 200 views, and then they drop dramatically after that. So another model one that I don't know why that one only got 100 views. That was a great build. Just interesting, and if you have a YouTube channel, it's interesting to see what people watch and what they don't watch. And if I were to go the opposite direction and go to my lowest views, lowest views. Here's 1984 Hot Wheels Mustangs that I collect. 2 views. I don't know why that's more than 1 view. But I have a lot that I have a handful that have 1 view. So Minecraft Day 3, drawing. Yeah, I get this. These are off things. These are weird hobbies that Mr. Johns has. Line and wash drawing of the town of Valentine in the game of Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, that's pretty, pretty, out there. Lonely Mountains. That's a downhill video game. Forza the Lego Speed Champions add-on. When I first bought the Lego add-on for Forza 4, I was so excited. Shot a video, got 1 view, and a lot of my Hot Wheels videos, 1 view, 2 view. That's okay. Anyway, that's the other side of things as well. Sometimes you shoot a video and you get like 1 or 2 people who check it out. And a lot of times those are my students who are just watching because they need something to fall asleep at night. Just wanted to share that, find that quite interesting. And one thing I would like to do as far as views go, if anything, I'd love for my Lego Mountain Downhill Diecast Raceway to start getting more views, because that's what I'm into right now. And that's what I am spending my time doing. And as far as time invested, those videos take quite a bit of time. Now, maybe not as much as building a model. Now, building the model can take 5-6 hours, but shooting the video is just putting together the photos and talking about it. That's not very time consuming. But shooting the video for my Lego Mountain, here's one right here. So this is my brand new Lego Mountain Downhill Diecast Raceway. I got 31 views when I first came up with the idea of building this downhill Lego themed Hot Wheels racetrack. It's a complicated process, probably an hour to shoot all the video and edit it. That's still not terrible, but there's a lot of steps involved. That's everything from doing the graphics. The point system is a graphics that I have to update after each race. I've got 5 GoPros that, when they work, I synchronize them with 1 remote control, which is super handy. But then I have to figure out which videos were the first race, the second race, the third race, and the fourth race, as well as some graphics that go in between and some sound effects and things like that. It's a maybe more than an hour. Maybe I can do it in a couple hours, but I think I'm more like an hour or so, hour and a half to get that done. So when you get 2 views, you're like, well, that was a lot of work for 2 views. But again, I'm not doing it for that. Just really doing it for myself because it's fun, and for any of my students who like to see what crazy Mr. Johns does in his spare time. I'm a tech teacher, so I'm always designing and building things and playing with toys. And it's fun to share. So anyway, that's kind of an update on what's going on my channel. I just sent out an email to all of my students who will be coming in this fall, just to say, hey, I'm Mr. Johns, hope you're having a good summer. And if you want to see what I'm doing on my free time, check out my channel, Mr. Johns World. And it has since gone up by 1 subscriber. I sent that about 20 minutes ago. So whoop whoop, it was 284, now I'm 285. So that's pretty cool. So if you have a channel, share with me. I'd love to check it out and see what you're up to. Hope you come back and see what my next project or next video is going to be. I never know which direction I'm going to go. When I wake up in the morning, I'm either going to build something new, I'm going to play with the Hot Wheels, work on a Lego project, maybe build a model car. Hope to get out my remote control cars, the rock crawlers. I've been wanting to shoot some videos with those, going through creeks and things like that. That's another project, another thing that I want to start doing more. So hope to get all that on the channel and keep it interesting. I try to shoot at least a couple videos a week. and it's a lot of fun. So I will touch base with you later, but for now, Mr. Johns is out.